It's heartbreaking. It comes over you, ways. It's raw.
Richard Shaw's late wife Rita died after a short illness last October. He used Legacy Funeral Directors in Hull for her cremation. After the firm was raided by police in March, he was concerned he might have been given the wrong ashes. Those fears were realised when police recently told him they'd found documents to suggest they found her ashes during their inquiries. They've just been returned to him 8 months after her death.
I'm taking them that they are Rita's ashes, but it's just a case, if I didn't accept that, I don't know how I'd cope with it at all. You know, I think I'm a bit more positive that it could be Rita's ashes, but with her being cremated, they can't check on the DNA side of it.
Legacy Independent Funeral Directors has been under investigation since police recovered 35 bodies and a quantity of ashes at its premises on Hessel Road. 2 people arrested at the time on a number of offences have been released on bail whilst inquiries continue.
Humberside Police have told us they're now in the process of visiting 163 families across the city whose loved ones' ashes were recovered from the funeral firm. They've been identified through documentation and extensive inquiries, but there are still ashes that were recovered from that site which will never be formally identified.
The families affected are calling for a permanent memorial for their lost loved ones. Monthly candlelit vigils have been taking place at the city's Pickering Park. It's given those affected an anchor of support in such uncertain times. Karen Dry, who used the Legacy Funeral firm when her parents died, has organised the gatherings.
We were all perfect strangers at the beginning, and now we're all very, very close friends. We've sort of created our own little community out of it. We need a permanent memorial. We need somewhere that people can come and sit and think and reflect on their loved ones, on their families, not necessarily about what's gone on, just about their lives, and somewhere that's just like this, quiet and peaceful, so that we know that they're actually finally resting.
Richard had unidentified ashes in his home for many months. He says he may never know who that person was, but he's now scattered their ashes around a rose tree he planted for his late wife, a sign of respect and remembrance. Charlotte Leeming, Sky News, Hull.